together, so bear with me if I'm all over the place. The idea is simple based on this. So
No problem.
if we are saying, so this is an expansion, right? We believe it's an expansion,
Okay. Yes.
bullish expansion up. And then we're, or is that the way? Okay, let me just put this with boxes. This is an expansion. So each box represents a bullish expansion up. And then price is, this expansion ends here. Price retraces a bit down. So the lines are bearish expansion and stops here. And then we resume on the bullish expansion. And then for some reasons, we didn't expand. We were just ranging. And all of a sudden, we have this. Let's say that. I believe, this is my belief, there, this region, I can just do this. I like yellow because I don't like it, so it helps me to see things, but I can change the color. I believe this red line is the inefficiency and it's a fair value gap. That is, of course, some might say because it's, but I'm not looking at it from the candle perspective. I believe every region of price that doesn't contain an expansion is a gap. It's an inefficiency. I use the word inefficiency. It's an inefficiency that will be filled. Forgive my spelling.
Okay.
I believe it so much because I've observed it so much in price action. Especially this week that I wasn't trading at all. This last 2 weeks that I wasn't trading so much. Indulge me. Let's try and find it if possible. So, there, we are going up. Expansion, expansion, expansion. I'm expecting the time in the future there's going to be a red candle there. So if I was taking a shot, my TP would be the eye here, but it doesn't matter. We expanded. Price was waiting. The end of each box is the end of the expansion, so we know. What did we observe here?
Okay.
From here to this next expansion. So after this expansion, this was the start of a new expansion. Inside this space is an inefficiency. Do I have anything on efficient? Oh, this is old stuff. Okay. Let's go back. So here's yellow. And delete that. This. Do you get the idea I'm talking about? If
Yeah, I get it.
it's
So
like
basically, the end of
an
a
expansion
previous expansion
must
and the
be
start of the
like,
okay,
okay, continue, please.
the end of a previous expansion and the
Hmm.
start of the next expansion.
Hmm.
If there was a range in price, that place is considered as an inefficiency, right?
That is my belief. It's a working theory. I believe so.
Okay.
Let's go with this. So let's trade this 1 hour now. Let's just trade it. So this is an inefficiency. Price goes on. Let's say you want to short. I want to short, but price keeps going on. That's not giving me, according to my rules, I've not seen any entry factor. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay.
This, according to my rules, this will have been the first time, but I will not use this because I really don't like this kind of setup. So I would not use it. But let's say
Okay.
for some reasons, for whatever reason, you took a shot here. If you were taking a shot, I would tell you if we close below this, so one, if I was taking a shot, my first target would be, so if I took a shot here, TP1 would be here because this guy needs a red candle, which we had here. Next TP would be here, which you already have. So if you are taking a shot, there, just for instance. You entered there. This, like I've said, right? We need a red candle somewhere because there's an expansion above it. So we need to put a continuation block here. Continuation block.
Okay.
So, and then this one was above this. But how can it be above this? It's just above. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing to delete. It is just above it. So let's look at what's the difference between these two setup and this. This expansion and this other one on top, they are interacting. So
Yes, yes, I can see
continuation
that.
block. This one and this are not interacting. I put it to you that in the future,
Interacting. Okay.
we would have an expansion. Sorry, wrong one to draw. If this goes like this, we will create a bullish expansion that would be inside this inefficient price. This
Okay.
inefficient price that will be so if I was shorting, why did I bring out that? Let's say I was shorting, I felt this was the top. Market is going to die, whatever, 200 points to this side because this expansion at this expansion there. That's my setup.
Yes.
Once we close below this inefficient space, I believe I'll be concerned because we have to create this expansion that I've drawn here. I believe it's so much that we have
Okay.
to. It is so after this candle, once this green candle comes, I'm expecting a retracement of this nature. So I expect the next candle to be a green candle. It might be or not be, I do not know. But it was a green candle, but we'll delete this for a minute. It was not an expansion. It's just a normal two green candles up. So I'm waiting for my expansion. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. See how price is being held inside this area that I felt is inefficient. Nothing is happening.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. This inefficiency is filled. We have this. I don't know how it will form, when it will form. All of a sudden, if we delete that, this is your continuation block. Why? This is the first
We close
candle.
above that.
Yeah, that closed back into this because this candle, this expansion is for this other expansion. So delete everything inside here. This is the first time that we closed above this expansion with an expansion that is interacting with it. And this is the second candle that closed to it. Once this happens, all of a
Okay.
sudden, I'm thinking in my head, am I sure price wants to go down? Because if price closes above this, this market is efficient in terms of, how do I put it? In terms of expansions. But I want to throw this to Kish. That's what when someone was asking about FEG on the group, that's also what I wanted to show with Kish. I do not know yet. I believe my theory is that efficiency when it comes to continuations is not efficiency when it comes to continuations is not filling out, is not each green candle has to have a red candle. It is each expansion has to touch the next expansion. That is my theory, if I can put it into
Okay.
words. In an efficient market, in a ranging market, efficiency is dealt with by, so if we say, if we wanted to look at it from, if we add this from here to here, so let me zoom in. If we started looking from here, according to you and every TCM person, starting from here, market is what? Inefficient, right? We would say because from down here,
Yeah.
all this place needs a red candle, right?
Exactly. Yep.
But my theory is no. Market is efficient. Why? Every expansion has an equal expansion touching it up to here. So expansion, first expansion. Where I'll use this line. What is the expansion? What is the next bullish expansion up to this high? So we are looking at this range of price. Uh, Please, if you're not getting me, just push me back. I can be talking so fast without
Yeah,
me.
I'm getting you clearly.
Okay, lovely. So we are looking from here to this high. Since we started first with this expansion. So reading from left to right, like always. Expansion ended there. We had the bearish expansion. Okay, no problem. If market is going up, after we retrace down, so if I was anticipating our price would point, once the expansion and I would anticipate that price would go like this, retrace, if it's going up, close above this, retrace, and give me an expansion. In this instance, we had a retracement, this red expansion. But what happened next? Prices went up and the expansion came up there. So we had our gap that we're talking about, our inefficiency. This is the inefficiency when we're high up here, not this one. If price is truly bullish, this is not the inefficiency. This is my working theory, please. I may be very wrong. Okay, price was retracing, fills this up. When price was going up, all this was green. You also will have said, if you're a TCM trade, you'll be like, oh, this is inefficient. We need a green candle here. We need a red candle here, whatever.
Yeah.
When we were there, someone would say from, let's say from there to here was efficient. So some people I want 50% of it, I want to sell. I want 50% of it, I want to buy. I want 50, close above 50% sell. If I'm going to buy, I'm going to buy inside here. All right, no problem, because this from here up is efficient. All this whole price is efficient in this instance. So from here.
Yes.
All right. But I'm saying, I'm not putting it to you that while that is true, if this price is truly bullish, we will get up here and we will not die. We'll continue. These continuation blocks will send price up. Because this continuation, we have also, sorry, please, I'm explaining and I'm not so efficient, like I said, because you are the first person I'm sharing this idea with, apart from inside my own head. So this is a bearish
No.
continuation block. So
Okay, okay.
bearish expansion, bearish
I'm grateful for that.
expansion. This is the here walk, no problem. This is the first candle I go back into it. So bearish continuation block, bullish continuation block, bullish continuation block. As at this time, I'm doing nothing. I'm not eager to short. Why should I short? Price has been bullish. Price has not told me it wants to go down. Before I told you guys that, oh, once I see the bullish condition, I will weak it. I want to sell. No, not now. I'm not selling. Why? This market has just been made efficient after this happened. If price, okay, maybe after this, I might be interested in a sell. Maybe I might be interested here because we weak this. This is a Boolean continuation block. After this happened,
Yes.
finally my price is efficient. We even then closed below with a bearish continuation block that I was expecting since the beginning of this. So everything I wanted in this trade has happened. Everything in this place. Before this happened, this is so we have a bullish continuation block for every of our expansions. Bearish continuation block is there. This is two. This guy is inside. So we look at the bullish side. Let's look at the bearish side. Bearish, bearish. Both bearish are touching. This bearish is with this. This is with this. This is inside this. So it's all balanced. We might expand a little bit below this, but I don't expect us to go down. So if I was shorting, because since this market became efficient here, since this range became efficient here, we first took out this bullish candles low. My stop is going to go This is the bearish continuation because I'm saying if we close above or weak this bearish continuation, we're going up. My stop is going to be there for short measures. And I can say, okay, I'm targeting maybe 50% of this. I don't know. This is a trade idea. I am not overthinking it. If it wins,
Okay.
it wins. If it doesn't win, it doesn't win. Doesn't matter. Expansion. Another expansion of it. We said it. If you watch this again, you will hear that I said it's possible that this might happen. But as always, I believe we can put a green candle there. We wicks it, it picks my entry. I don't know how this goes. Finally, okay, if I say too much, we know what we are doing. I'm tracking it again. This, because this is the first candle. We anticipated this. This is bearish continuation block. Bearish. We also wicked it. So in this instance, I truly trust my trade now. Everything is telling me price may go down. I'm not saying it will. I do not know where it will go to, but it's telling me it's going to go down. So until we start closing above this, I'm bearish. Nothing more.
Okay.
That's the end. Why did I didn't even put it to the side, but why was it? Don't forget there. What does this candle need? It needs what? A close. So I do not know how far it will go deep, but if it is a close, I'll put it on the week. Done. And so while people understand, I'm not saying while this market became efficient eventually, I didn't look at the efficiency in the perspective of this needs red candle. No, I look at it in the efficient in the part of every expansion should take the next expansion. Market should not be inefficient. So if we are saying it's an expansion, if it retraces it and it goes back up, the next one should touch it. This I believe in this so much, and now it helps me to use continuation blocks very well. I just don't jump into every continuation block. Before this happened, we anticipated it. It happened, we were inside this because I said the market became efficient here. All right, not the big, I didn't trust this much, but once this happened, I have to trust it. Done. Done. And what is happening here? Red candle, red bearish expansion, bearish expansion, bearish expansion, bearish expansion. If market is going down, same trick. This is a bearish continuation block. Market should close below it. If we close above this, we are going up. Why? Since the start of this expansion. So if someone's looking at it here, someone is what? You're thinking price should go further down. No, it shouldn't. Since the start of this was our reference from year to year. We have only played what is inside here. Let's see what market does next. Beautiful. Weeks it out. Not beautiful. This was FOMC. Okay, because I didn't anticipate this. But isn't it funny? In this instance, I don't have to finish why this is FOMC. I don't know what happened after. What are we anticipating? They didn't confirm this. And I cannot put my stop here. I cannot enter here and put my stop here because this is an invalidation. This is just too much for me. But let's see something. Continuation block. I like when the continuation block, we close through it with an expansion, either bullish or bearish. We close through it.
Okay.
Through that. Okay. It doesn't come back for this entry. Expands through this, comes back for it, even to its open, bounces off. What are we observing here? Aren't you observing that every bullish expansion is going through each one? If we keep playing it, just and stop there. Bullish, bullish. Expansion to it. Another bullish expansion. We are stocked. Inside. Bearish, bearish. Every bearish is touching. In this efficient,
Okay.
market is efficient. I don't know how to explain. If someone comes here and they say, is this market efficient? Most people will say no. And I get it because from here, all these old places needs a red candle. But if you look at
Red
the
candle, yes.
perspective of efficiency in expansions, every green expansion has been closed by a green expansion. We don't have to go down. There is nothing. This market is efficient.
Say that again.
Every green expansion, so every bullish expansion as
Okay.
is being touched by another bullish expansion. These expansions are efficient. There is nothing that says we should place a red candle down. We should start expanding down. Market is bullish. There is nothing. I don't know how to explain. It's like I'm seeing the sense like, yes, you can catch all this shot. You can play shot inside. But if you want the real money, buy longs until market starts showing you inefficiency in the other direction. Buy longs. And you see, market kept going up. Market kept going up. Let's try and find an old example. Again, let's leave that range. Find something. I'm using NASDAQ because you guys use NASDAQ. Maybe that is not there. Inefficient. Bam, bam, bam. This is long. Not there. Nothing. Nothing there. Okay. The more I look at it, the more I see why. Okay, this is crazy. But what happened? Of course, this some will say inefficiency. Market is reversing. No, it's not yet. There. I'm lazy. That's why I'm going back with my indicator.
No problem.
Market started expanding down. Right. Let's start from here. It is beautiful. Let's say you started from here. You can see the inefficiency I'm talking about, right? This is an expansion, touch this is expansion
Yeah, I can see.
there. We are saying from here to there is inefficient. We'll leave those line. Price came back what? There. So we move our line here. Sometimes in the future, price would put an expansion in this blue box. But for now, market is falling. Fall, fall, expands above it, touches it, fall. Nothing. Everything is just plain. It's ranging. What happens? We break out of a range without what? Without an expansion. What are we telling ourselves? I'm sure you're saying the same thing. From here to here. So before all this happened, what are you expecting here? Inside this box is inefficient. Not because there is no green candle here, no, but because there's no expansion here. We are going to place a bearish expansion here. We do this. So if I see this expansion here and price is expanding, let's say I bought this, let's say you cut this beautiful long, whatever. When price is getting inside this box, I'm telling myself, let's say I believe so much price is going up. I'm telling myself price can retrace inside here. Price can be stocked from year to year. Price can be stocked in this range. Don't stress until they fill this up. Retraces, of course, plus or minus, comes back here, expands. All right, no problem. What am I telling myself? We are not out of the woods yet. From year to year, if I want to TP, price would put a efficient and we'll put a bearish expansion inside between these two lines, not this one. This. So we started from here. From here to the end of this place. So from after this happened, this was the end of this expansion. When we got back into it here, from the 10th, from 4 o'clock on the 2nd of September till for 1 day, price was inside here. Look at this. If you see this area of price, so I'm going to put a box here from here to there. It's nice. Price went up, but what happened? Price was ranging there, went up, came back. This, why? Because of this small space. What happened after we broke through this? Up, up. Once you, after this, so I will have entered this trade. So I don't have a bias. I don't have anything, but we feel the inefficiency. What did we have here? We said another inefficiency.
Okay.
So because I know that we needed, so we started from here. Because I know that from here to here needed a set of down candle, I can start buying once I start seeing something inside here. So down, dies, dies, bearish continuation block. Close below it, we are going down. Okay, we are closing above it. CSD of this expansion, second candle, the low here, or you can buy here. You bought this. I don't know, whatever. Let's say you bought it. You found something inside here. There was news, market open, or you didn't even buy this. You were inside here. Sorry, inside here. What are you telling yourself?
Yeah.
This price is coming here. I don't know where it will get to, but I know it will get inside this box. I even
Get
put
it.
this
Okay.
point because once it's closer, because I'm expecting this retracement. After this, I might start seeing this false red candle. So we are strictly on the 1 hour. This I'm not trading time frame. Once I see this false red candle, my first thought will be close the trade. One, I'm up by almost 100 points. Why? I would have thought this second one will close below. Or I might not close it because I feel this is a green candle and all of this needs a red candle. Think about it this way. So if all from here to here needs a red candle, that means we still need a green candle to be here. Then we'll then retrace it back like this. Does that make sense? Because our red candle has to touch this
Yes.
candle. So you can hold it to this. Actually, your TP should be this blue line. Yeah, this higher one. Finally, you got it and
Okay.
you exit here. Then you tell yourself, all right, guys, if I'm even short here, let's say for instance, previous week's high, whatever, where's your target? Your target is not price will die. Your target is price is inefficient here. If I cut a short here, lowest hanging fruit is this blue line. Once it hits it, done. Expansion, once this expansion ends, once the candle ends, I'm not even waiting for this. I'm closing all my trade if I was in it because I'm not sure if this would be three candles, just an expansion. Done.
Okay.
Next target. This needs a green candle. We already drew it days ago. Now I need an entry factor. Expansion. Expansion through it. Bullish continuation block. Buy. Target. Bullish continuation block. Expansion. Expansion. There. This is my stop loss, not here. Why would I say? Because if you didn't, okay, let me just show you. What is the nearest bearish continuation block that is close to here? Expansion, expansion. It says it's an expansion, but this expansions here, let me just borrow this. Let me just show you a new one. This is the first expansion to close through their low, and this is the candle that returns back to it. So this is my bearish continuation. But if you close below this, we are going down. If not, we are staying up. So my stop should be there. But let's say because I am I feel like I want to use a smaller stop. Let's even say you put it here. Stops you out. But before it stops you out, that was 87 points, my brother. That was 50 points. If I'm targeting this, I'm not looking for 70. I don't care. I'm looking for something that saves me very well. My stop is going to be there. I don't care. I'm losing 123 points, but I'm gaining 250. And I can have peace of mind for things like this. Eat it. Bam. I'm thinking, don't close below this. Bearish continuation block. It can wick it, but don't close. It wicks it, goes up, done. This expansion, eats it. Expansion, eats it. Expansion, done. Market is efficient. Until later. Simple. And I see it everywhere. And this, I don't know, it allows me now, once I see this efficiency, it's like I'm looking, I'm sticking. Where is the inefficiency in the market? If there is no inefficiency in the market, so this might have caught me off guard, but it would not, because if I bought it and I exited here, there is nothing. So I'm using continuation block. There is, so before you be telling yourself, we need a down candle there. We need a down candle here. We need a down candle here. We need a, okay, and that's the last one. So I cannot buy it. There's nothing to buy. Instead, we put a one down candle in order to move. We anticipated this, right? You remember from the Sunday reviews that we anticipate a continuation blocks here. We only had one. This is not telling me this. I've already said I needed it this year. It happened in one candle. If you close above this, then I'm going to buy you. Until then, nothing. Until then, there is no inefficiency that market is seeking. Why should I then become bearish? There's no need to be bearish. I don't know how to explain. I don't know if you get it. When this inefficiency was there,
I'm getting what you're getting.
if you wanted to buy, so don't forget that this blue one here, it didn't start here, it started from here. So you have to
Okay.
wait for market to start. This was a down candle, last expansion, and the previous one. So it was this big one. Let's say you wanted to buy, you are anticipating when price comes back here. Let's say you bought it in the anticipation that they would close this gap, because it's not a winning. Because why? Okay, I'll show you why I went there. Because let's say, for instance, you were looking because, okay, maybe not, because it doesn't work. I thought, even no, nothing about this wants me to buy. Why? A red candle will be printed here. There. But let's say for some reasons, there's something here that excited you and you bought and you put your stop here. 60 points, 80 is more than enough, or even leave it there. I don't know. Whatever. There. I don't know. Isn't this is 50 points for the points traders as we are in TCM? Yes, I want this. At 50 points, even if it hits my SL, I didn't move to B, that is still 12 point up. But now we can anticipate it. Okay, from here to there. It's inefficient. Where am I going with this? I did nothing. I don't have to trade every day. Of course, it's 1 hour. Imagine what it's like on the 5 minute. Once they see new efficiency in the market,
Exactly.
I can trade towards that efficiency. I have a target. If I get a setup, if I get a setup. If not, do nothing. So let's say when all this will happen, you're like, oh, we've closed below this expansion, whatever. Now this is your target, this high here. So whatever I buy here, This is my full target. It doesn't mean that's where I'm going to close the trade, but that's my target. We get our target. Price is done. What was price move? Just like we saw in the previous expansion, in the previous example, after the inefficiency is closed, we are looking for the first continuation block that is confirmed and we trade in that direction. First continuation block, because this is a continuation block, don't forget. This guy, expansion, comes back, buy this. I don't know if it came back there.
Okay.
We had not filled this expansion. We had not filled it. So it even came back. And if I was trading this, actually, if I was anticipating that it would not. If I was anticipating, this is the last expansion, this bam, bam, we didn't, bam, bam. Maybe I'll put it here. This is if I'm buying blindly. I don't know if it takes it out because I don't know how far it went. I didn't form fit by putting there. This was the expansion that went up. To save yourself, you cannot put it inside because you don't know how far this week will go. But you shouldn't wait. You should even expect, oh, finally, we have this. It's an expansion. Need. Please give me a continuation block. Please. Gives me a continuation block. I'm not saying weak this continuation block. Don't close above it too fast. And I'll be very happy. Oh, I'm not very happy because that was too much. All right, come back to it, please. There. It's it. Buy. Wrong. Target is there. Comes back again. Entry at 1 p.m., 1 a.m. So I'm awake for it. The question is, there is no need because we have this thing whereby everybody wants to short, everybody wants to reverse. No, market is going up. Where is market reversing to? Nothing. It doesn't have to reverse to anywhere. Market should reverse to an inefficiency. There is no inefficiency. Every time we are closing with expansions, then continue buying until otherwise. I'm sorry you are the first person, so it's not coherent, but I am sure you understand. You can say it there. This has helped me. I took
Yeah.
it on the 1 minute after FOMC there. I made, I believe, 8% on this trade. Same idea, I think, if I'm right, because this had not happened. Or was it? Is it not? Oh no, it was on the 1 hour. It was a 1 hour idea to help me to not be in a trade, actually. This is going to end very soon. So, oh, there. Yeah. This, okay, not wrong one. There. This tiny one. I wanted to short. I was in a short here. And I told my friend, I'm going to close my trade early. So we have very small time.
Okay.
Expansion through it. We wicked it. I sold here. I put my stop, I think somewhere there just because, or 10 pips. That was the first trade. My TP actually was, we needed a red candle there. It gave it an even lower, and this was the final one. But I closed it somewhere there. Why? I was like, this tiny piece of price. Imagine this. Touches it. This is FOMC. After FOMC, I told myself, FOMC happened. We needed this to happen. Wait. And then I dropped to the 1 minute. Same thing here. Thing, thing. After this, I sold this. Stop there. I closed for 4%. And I ordered a payout. That was the trade.